Coming up next, for Philadelphia, kind of a seesaw affair over the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than a 500 team. They'll look to tip that balance with a win here on 2K Sports. Happy weekend, everyone. It's the NBA on Saturday night, presented to you live on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. Here are the five for Philadelphia. They've got DeMar DeRozan, Brandon Ingram out there with Ivica Zubac, and it's Bona in at the four-man position. And for Seattle, Joel Embiid is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Kevin Durant. Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A., and it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
And it's going to be the Sixers off the tip. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Edwards looking for an opening. Here's Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
A sensational athlete. I like when Simmons rises up with confidence and jams it through.
And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Oh, man, what a slam. That's the first thing he thinks of whenever he touches it.
And he's got bodies hanging all over him. Really attacked the rim with a fury on that defense. DeRozan up top. Seattle pulls it in. Knocked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. Seattle will have another go. Here's Embiid.
Stay out here.
And Embiid throws it down.
Now, I understand he's a large human, but the defense has to be better. You can't let Embiid get whatever he wants inside.
Now here's DeRozan, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Two open that time. Made it look easy.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Outside Simmons. Seattle moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Durant for three. And it's Bona with a rebound. The 76ers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Pass to Ingram. Ooh, Durant with a steal. On the wing, Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Oh, absolutely aggressive move by Durant, taking it right to the hole with authority.
Ingram on the wing for three, and the 76ers another three.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
You know, when you think about the league's most capable scorers, Paul George has to be on that list.
Oh, when I think of PG, he's just a perfect basketball player. Dunks, threes, mid-range. This man can do it all. And when he's got it going, it's hard to think of a more complete scorer.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
18 feet out. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Take it away. Embiid from outside. And again, it's Seattle missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Iverson. From deep. The rebound by Embiid.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
The kick to Durant. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Zubac. Philadelphia leading by 6. Iverson passes to DeRozan. Here's Iverson. Simmons defending. In transition. Oh, there's the alley. And Durant with the big finish.
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Seattle. I wondered what coach has in store for PG tonight. Hopefully a low-scoring game, Coach Joe. Going on to say, we'll throw some aggressive defenses his way, but we also have to play him well when he's off the ball. It's a tricky assignment, so Coach is aware this is going to be a challenge for his team. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Now here's DeRozan. He's closely guarded. Six on the shot clock. And Embiid with the block.
Ooh, that's what you call protecting the rim, baby. Great job by Embiid.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Here's DeRozan. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Working to find the high percentage look. DeRozan makes sure he converts.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Embiid's shot is good.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
On the wing, DeRozan. And that one's on target from the wing. DeRozan's gotten his second bucket.
That's his bread and butter, DeRozan, one of the great mid-range shooters in this game.
Here's Durant. They get the rebound. Out to the right wing. Zubats against Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Hammering the offensive glass, Embiid putting that big size to use.
The Sixers lead by 4. Here's Iverson. No points so far.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
No problems knocking that one down. Durant's got 7 points in the game.
The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
Here's Iverson. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a brick of mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
His accuracy is at another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Now here's DeRozan. Here's Bona. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Joel Embiid.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
These are his first free throws of the game. When it comes to this time of the season, Grant, what are teams most focused on?
Well, B.A., it's getting the defense in order. That's a priority. An offensive system can take some time to perfect, but a team has to sort out its defensive identity early.
Thompson, he's checked in for Seattle. Green's checked in for the Sixers. Now here's Simmons. Turned in an outstanding game against... Whoa! Oh, my goodness!
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Iverson passes to DeRozan. There's a screen. Here's Iverson. This one for 3. Good, and it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. Iverson's got his second basket on the night.
It's almost like he had a bird's eye view of the court. DeRozan always knows where his teammates are.
Durant against DeRozan. With the fadeaway. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Sixers lead by 3. And stolen by Durant. Here's Thompson. There's the drive. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
And that's one of the underrated aspects of his game, his passing. He knows the defense expects him to finish the job. He just drops off a dime.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Ben Simmons. Christian Wood is checked in for Philadelphia. Outside, Green. Throws it up high, and it's hammered home by Green.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. Thompson against Green. It's Thompson, high post. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. And it's Green with the ball for Philadelphia. 3-point lead. Philadelphia moving it around. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Well, Richard, the Sixers with a lot of money tied up in Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, and Joel Embiid.
Ooh, that's not a lot of flexibility. They need those guys to be healthy and contributing. The talent is there, but it also has to be about the availability.
And it's Seattle with the ball. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Zubac. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Durant. Oh, misses the dunk.
Try to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
Back to Green. Six to shoot. From deep. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Seattle trails by 4. Pass to Embiid. Driving in. Misses the one-handed jam. 1:58 left in the first quarter of the game. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Now here's Edwards. He's scoreless, and that comes off the assist by Durant.
And just working his way inside, keeping Edwards out of the paint is not an easy task.
Here's Ingram. Knocks down the step-back J.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
It's stolen by Smart. Here's Green. He got a piece of it.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
Embiid finds Porter. The 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Down low. Here's Wood. And Wood with the stuff.
Well, Wood's reach and vertical is an effective combination. He gets up over the defense so easily.
Pass to Embiid. That one's off, and now he's 3 for 6.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Now Wood. To the middle. Oh, he cranks it down right on Anthony Edwards. Goodness
gracious, Wood with a little bit of extra on that slam.
Pass to Embiid. On the wing, Thompson. Connects from downtown. Thompson's got 10 points in the game.
It's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Porter against Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Wood. And Wood with the stuff.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Porter. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
It's going to go on Jalen Green. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. That's good from Porter.
Taking 2 shots.
Porter hits them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the close. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. We've got Green, Marcus Smart out there with Edgecombe. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Wood in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Hits a 3-pointer.
I'll tell you, Smart is money when the shot is in rhythm.
Porter looks it over. And stolen by Green. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Thompson with a steal. And here they come. The finish. And it's Simmons with the jam.
I like what I saw on both ends that time. Hustling on defense to create some offense.
Green in the post. He's against Williamson. Outside Ingram. Over Simmons. The shot by Ingram, no good. And so Porter will bring it up for Seattle. They trail by 7. Outside Simmons. Here's Williamson. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. Philadelphia's gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Not only a likable guy on the floor, but Gary Payton II makes his presence felt in the community too, Richard.
That's true. GP won the 2022 Bob Lanier Community Assist Award. Dyslexia awareness is an important cause for him, and he's done great work.
Bonus checked in for Philadelphia. Williamson for 3. Buries it from 3.
Locked in and ready to go. They put the ball in Zion's hands, and he fires.
Pass to Wood, and stolen by Williamson. Inside. And it's Bona missing.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Who poked away. Williamson passes to Thompson. Green against Williamson. Clock at 6. And another shot. And here's Porter. Seattle move the ball around. Okafor can't get it to go. Pass to Ingram. Outside, Green. Ooh, Thompson with the block. And they're on the break. Outside for Porter. Back to Thompson. Now Simmons, guarded by Wood. The fader, and that one's good. Simmons has got 6 points.
Great sign for this team. When Simmons is making shots outside the key, he pretty much is unstoppable.
And one move we're seeing more frequently these days, Richard, the self-alley-oop.
T-Mac might have been the first to do it back in the 02 All-Star game, but now you see it a few times this season, but it is still a major highlight every time.
And so he hits both.
They're not leaving any points at the free throw line this quarter. That's the best way to protect the lead.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And one thing special about Simmons is his ability to defend multiple positions. You can put him on anyone, and he'll give him a hard time.
Seattle making a switch here. Pass to Ingram. Back to Wood. Now here's Ingram. The D's right on him. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Yeah, Ingram is having a great night so far, playing passionate offense and finding lots of quality looks.
Off the mark there with a 3. Philadelphia leading by 7. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Thompson pulls it in. Seattle has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Williamson. Outside Simmons. Here's Okafor. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 3 assists now in this one. Ingram against Williamson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The length of Ingram poses issues for defenders, which is why he gets fouled a lot. 0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
DeMar DeRozan's checked in for the Sixers.
Some big guys struggle at the line. And he's putting the work to defy that assumption.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Edgecombe. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Seattle trails by 7. Here's Okafor. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Okafor's got his second bucket of the night.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Pass to Ingram. Three-pointer. Seattle pulls it in.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Here's Edgecombe. Now here's Ingram. Here's Edgecombe. The rebound by Ben Simmons. Here's Williamson. Okay, knockout.
Wow. And that's what we've come to expect from Zion. Exactly.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
On the court.
To the inside, Bona misses the baby hook. Seattle trails by 3. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
And here's Edwards outside.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky.
Oh, threw it down. Wow.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And Williamson gets it to go.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Outside, Green. Pass to Iverson. Here's Bona. On the wing, DeRozan. 5 on the clock. Over Williamson. And it's DeRozan missing.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Here's Edwards. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. Edwards has got his second basket.
Well, in that mid-range area, Edwards is money. The defense must guard him better than this.
Here's DeRozan. Ooh, nice D from Okafor. Seattle has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. That gives them the lead. Edwards has gotten 4 this quarter.
Probably didn't need the fade on that shot, but he might have thought the defender was a little bit closer.
Here's Iverson. And the 18-footer right on the mark. And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for Seattle. Here's Edwards. Again, the miss by Edwards. Philadelphia has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. DeRozan against Barrett. Back to Ingram. There's a screen. Pass to Bona. 4-3. Offensive rebound. Seattle has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. And the basket by Edwards.
And the D having issues slowing down their mid-range game.
Here's Iverson, guarded by Edwards. And the bucket is good. Iverson's got 9.
And after struggling out the gate, he's looked more confident. And it's why his teammates have continued to feed him.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And looking at Edwards, the offensive skills he has are impressive. Now he must focus on improving his defense.
And he drops the first. Seattle making some changes. Embiid comes in for Okafor, and it's Thompson in for Zion Williamson. The 76ers also with a sub. Woods checked in. Outside, Green. And he's going for the oop here, and stolen by Durant. Thompson goes in. It's hauled in by DeMar DeRozan.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
Seattle pulls it in. Durant's got 4 rebounds in the game. Edwards is doubled. Fires the 3. That's good from Durant on the assist from Edwards. 13 points in the game.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And the 76ers with some changes. Zubac comes in for Christian Wood. And Brandon Ingram is subbed in for Green. Zubac passes to Iverson. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Embiid. To the wing, right side. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Deflects the pass. Iverson passes to DeRozan. And it's blocked by Edwards.
Yeah, good anticipation helps Edwards see the shot forming. Then his speed gets him there for the block.
Seattle on D. Over to the wing. Here's Iverson. He's got 9. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Ingram. Over Barrett.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
For 3, Durant. DeRozan with the rebound. 76ers trail by 5. Here's Iverson. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. And Edwards slams it in.
You can't lose sight of where Edwards is in transition. He can be so explosive in these situations.
To win the drought. Oh, DeRozan getting it done inside.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Durant surveying the D from about 16. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Here's DeRozan. Whoa! DeRozan shaking off the pressure.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in the game. It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul. 5th team foul. Shooting for Philadelphia, Allen Iverson.
And the first one at the line is good.
They've been flawless at the line this quarter. They need to stay aggressive and keep drawing fouls. That'll help them chip away at the lead.
Seattle has gone 4 of 7 from 3 during the second quarter. Here's Embiid. No stopping Joel Embiid. Wow.
This is why they feed Embiid. His teammates trust his ability to get the job done.
DeRozan a screen.
That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. The first free throw is good.
And with the way they're shooting free throws, they'd be wise to try to get themselves to the line as often as possible.
I like the leadership DeMar DeRozan provides for his team. He's a steady veteran presence out there on that floor. He can motivate his guys even in really tough moments.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Here's Iverson. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Ooh, an aggressive move. Takes it strong, and there's no help defensively.
Outside Edwards. And Seattle tacks on 2 more.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for Seattle, and that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. We'll be right back after this word.
The pace of this game is suiting them well, and it makes sense. After all, they're the ones setting it up.
Yeah, that's what you want. Establish the tempo while staying under control. They can run away with this literally.
All right, let's switch it over. See what the fans are posting on social media. And this is from Hoops Queen Life. It's a question for Shaq. Who was your favorite team to play for?
Let's see, I played for so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Obviously, the Lakers. What up, LA? Love y'all.
Yeah, I'm glad he counted those teams because I was on 7. He has a little amnesia.
I learned that from your time in Denver, Orlando, and Detroit.
Okay, enough.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, this has been one outstanding game from Brandon Ingram.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. They've got Kevin Durant. He's out there with R.J. Barrett. Anthony Edwards out there with Joel Embiid. Shot is good by Edwards.
And the offensive firepower Edwards is capable of is special. I mean, we are seeing it on full display right now.
And for Philadelphia, we've got Ivica Zubac. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Iverson in at the point. From outside, off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Well, that's why Ingram has been an all-star. He gives your team spacing, and he doesn't need the rock to score.
Lets it fly. Barrett can't hit.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
And it's Bona missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Edwards with some muscle.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
76ers trail by 4. Pass to Iverson. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And it's DeRozan missing.
Coming out of half, they're 1 for 5 from the field. Whatever they discussed is not working.
Seattle shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
First personal foul.
And he makes the first. Seattle making some changes. Okafor, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. And Simmons is subbed in for Kevin Durant. Down low, Bona. Hey, it's blocked by Simmons.
Attacking that shot. Simmons aggressive on the defensive end.
Seattle leading by 3. Now here's Simmons. He's got 9. The kick out to Edwards. Can he keep it going? And again, it's Seattle missing. And it's DeRozan with the ball for Philadelphia. Here's Ingram. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
A go-to score. Love seeing Ingram take punishment and fight his way through it.
Thompson, he's checked in for Seattle. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Barrett against Ingram. Yep, that one goes.
What I want to know is, where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
The 76ers have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Here's Ingram. No luck on that one. Thompson with some nice D. Barrett passes to Simmons. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Brandon Ingram.
The size of Simmons alone is what makes him so difficult to guard.
Seattle making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Their lead could be even bigger right now, but their efficiency from the line has dropped off a little. And defensively, you gotta make them work harder. That's just too easy.
Oh, deflected. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia.
Good fast-paced play there. It's much easier to find a shot when you beat the defense back.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Out to Thompson. And he drives in. Rebound by the 76ers. Inside. Here's Bona. The rebound by Simmons. Simmons has got his 5th rebound in this one.
He just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Thompson. Rebound by the 76ers. Zubac has got rebound number 11. Pass to Iverson. Here's Bona. Here's Iverson. 15 points in the game. And that one's good. Ingram. And that's now 24 points for Brandon Ingram.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Drives to the hoop. Iverson can't hit. Seattle trails by 3. Here's Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
As a scorer, Simmons' best work comes right at the rim.
Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Zubac. Oh, Simmons with the block. Right wing. Thompson left side. Seattle move the ball around. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the tray. And Seattle leads by 2. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Seattle.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And you got to respect their energy level. A lot of steals, staying active, and making things happen.
And he goes in for the dunk.
I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Ingram on the wing, defended by Thompson. Here's DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Okay, Mr. DeRozan. DeMar still got some bounce left.
Simmons, the pass to Thompson. Back to Simmons. And that one is stuffed right through.
Great find by Simmons. He's always looking to create the best shot possible for his team.
Here's Iverson. He's got 17. To the paint. A nice shot by Zubac. Zubac has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
He's having a good night from the field. Now, I know the defense is really keying in on him, but they need him involved if they're going to pull this out.
Thompson passes to Okafor. Out to Thompson. Clock at 4. That 3's off the mark.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Pass to Iverson from the arc. The rebound by Okafor. Okafor's got 4 rebounds now.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole 3-pointer came in the first half.
And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul of the game.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
And the 76ers making a change here. Green is checked in, and Seattle calls time here. Philadelphia's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. Zubac, screen. Iverson passes to Zubac. Kicks it to DeRozan for the lead. Outside Ingram. Puts up a three. The rebound by Okafor. For Seattle, they've gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. The kick out to Simmons. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And Seattle leads by 2.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Here's Iverson. 17 points in the game. Here's Zubac. Tipped. Up top, Thompson. Defended by DeRozan. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. Ingram, the pass to Iverson. Now Zubac. Here's Iverson for the lead. Just 5 on the clock. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Christian Wood is checked in for Zubac, and it's Edgecombe in for DeRozan. For Seattle, they've gone 50% from the field in the third quarter, 8 of 16. A clear look for Embiid. Nails the wide-open jumper. Embiid's got 12.
Well, and it's just clear how comfortable Embiid is shooting the ball, especially from mid-range.
Wood, a screen on Durant. And here's Ingram from the arc. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Right side, Porter. The kick out to Edwards. Edwards making it look so easy from deep. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. To the middle. Here's Wood. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Give him 8 points now.
This is where you want the play to end up. A high percentage look for Wood.
Here's Durant. Embiid. It's good on the putback. And Seattle leads by 2.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Pass to Ingram. Down low. Here's Wood. And it's blocked by Embiid.
Yeah, defensively, Embiid can take over a game with his reach. Big block from him there.
Hits the trifecta.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
Here's Wood. Embiid covers. Wood passes to Iverson. Seattle pulls it in. Outside Durant. Blocked! The three from Edgecombe. Oh, denied by Durant.
Goes long to Durant, allowing him to get his hand on the shot.
Smart's checked in for Philadelphia. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Wood with the stuff.
Obviously, Wood is in sync with his team. Perfectly timed leap to throw down that finish.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Embiid. Back to Durant. Now Embiid. From outside the arc. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist from Embiid. Embiid's got his 3rd assist of the night. Let's go with a 3. And that one's good. Ingram for 3. Ingram's got 30 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the
triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Seattle out in front, up 6. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And it's the Sixers with the ball. Ben Simmons is out there with Jahlil Okafor. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. And the basket by DeRozan.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Barrett passes to Okafor. Oh, and the jam by Okafor.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, PA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Lots of room. Edgecombe, no good. Seattle leading by 6. Outside Porter. Pass to Barrett. Over Green. And Seattle tacks on 2 more.
Entering the league, Porter Jr. was a scoring guard type, but he's morphed into more of a ball handler. Very impressive.
DeRozan looks it over. Muscling in. DeRozan.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Barrett into the lane, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Sometimes he can be a bit passive, so it's nice to see RJ is forcing the issue.
They set the screen. Inside, and stolen by Simmons. And it's going to be out of bounds. Seattle will have another go. For Seattle, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's Porter, and then Porter with the dunk.
Yeah, check out the ups on Porter. Leaping off the floor and playing over the defense.
Here's DeRozan. Seattle pulls it in. Okafor's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Porter. Rebound by Philadelphia. Pass to Wood. Stolen by Okafor. Porter from outside. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 5 rebounds in the game. Wood inside. He's guarded by Porter. Here's Bonin. Oh, yes! Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. It's tipped. Porter with the steal. Barrett finds Porter. That's tipped. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Here's what Seattle's going with right now. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor. Kevin Durant comes in for Ben Simmons. Zion Williamson is checked in for Porter Jr. And it's Edwards in for Porter Jr. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Seattle's coach as he addressed his team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Okay, thanks, Allie.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
The ball goes to Philadelphia.
76ers trail by 4. Here's Edgecombe, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
They've still got work to do, but it's impressive how they've battled back.
I'm sure they wish they made this run sooner, but they've still got time to come away and steal this one.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Durant finds Barrett. Seattle needs to get off a shot here. Just 2 to shoot. Gets the 3 ball to go. Edwards got 13 points here in the second half alone.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Here's Green. And Williamson with the block.
Great potential for Zion on defense. We see glimpses with blocks like that. He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
From 17, and that one's good. DeRozan's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Outside, Green. DeRozan outside. 3-pointer off the mark. Seattle leading by 3. Here's Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And to be a superstar in this league, you need more than talent. Personality, confidence are keys too. And we know Anthony Edwards has loads of both.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 8 of 12 so far here in the fourth. Pass to Iverson. Ingram against Williamson. Steps back. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Oh, the athleticism of Ingram. Exceptional at skying up for slams.
Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Zubac. 76ers trail by 3. Wood finds Ingram. Philadelphia moving it around. Here's Zubac. Seattle pulls it in. Embiid's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. And Embiid with the power jam.
Woo, throw it down, big man. You gotta love seeing Embiid rise up and just throw it down.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. DeMar DeRozan's checked in for Wood. Pulls it to 20, and there's contact. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People were worried that this would slow the action down.
The previous play is under review.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a...
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
Back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
First one falls for him.
There's an old school feel to DeMar's game. He'll hit you with a pull-up mid-range J. It makes DeRozan really tough to guard.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Seattle leading by 3. Williamson outside. Outside Durant. The 3 is up. KD splashes the triple.
making his mark from long range today. That's his second triple of the half, his 5th overall.
Green for 3. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
DeRozan against Barrett. Over DeRozan. The putback. Ooh, nasty putback from Embiid.
Well, Embiid will do this all night if he can, protecting the play and finishing it strong.
Iverson passes to Green. DeRozan against Barrett. And DeRozan gets it to go on the assist by Green. And it's now 26 points for DeMar DeRozan. Oh, big finish!
Wow. Okay, I see you. So much strength from Embiid. It would take a special defender to slow him down.
Here's Iverson, guarded by Edwards. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ingram's got 18 points now here in the second half.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really use some help.
Continue to get that man the rock. He's delivering whenever it counts.
Here's Iverson, guarded by Edwards. Barrett against DeRozan. Over Barrett. Seattle pulls it in. Here's Edwards. He takes it in. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, another highlight reel play from Anthony Edwards. Oh, this guy is fun.
Outside, Green. And stolen by Williamson. Zion on the move. And Williamson throws it down.
A power finish there as he breaks out the tomahawk.
You could feel the shake after that.
Good.
Outside Ingram. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, guys, if you want to know why the score is what it is, look at their turnovers this quarter.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Bonus checked in. Outside Edwards. Up top Durant. Let's loose for 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
76ers trail by 15. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Here's Iverson, guarded by Edwards.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
First free throw is good.
At the line, the 76ers, Allen Iverson. 2 shots.
That one's no good. Seattle leading by 14. Yes, sir, it's good.
You know, coach gets mad when Williamson gets hit and there's no whistle, and it happens a lot.
Outside Zubac. Now Ingram. Puts it up from 17, and the basket is good.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing a job out there.
Zubac. First personal foul. Third team foul.
The free throw drops for Barrett. So he gets them both. And here's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. It's a 16-point game. Yes, sir, it's good.
This is how DeRozan is wired. If you let him, oh, this man will light you up, and he's had a big night.
Here's Iverson, guarded by Edwards. Oh, it misses.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Outside DeRozan, and stolen by Barrett.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Second personal foul.
Free throw drops for Barrett. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
And the 76ers going with a whole new group out there. Pass to Wood. A throwback possession. 2 points.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
Durant fires. Now Embiid. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Knocks down the triple. Embiid's got 34.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Here's Edgecombe, guarded by Barrett. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Smart. And stolen by Edwards. For 3, Durant. Wood grabs the board. Smart for 3. Seattle pulls it in. Left side Durant. Stolen. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. 4th team foul. In for Philadelphia.
Wood finds Green.
Thomas Sorter.
So we see Seattle get the win here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And let's